What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're here on the Shattered Veil, and in today's video, I want to do a play-by-play run using the Rampage Inducer to not only show you guys how you can survive longer while using it, but I think in general, using the Rampage Inducer and just practicing having it on for longer will make you a better player in general and prepare you more for those later rounds going into 40s and 50s, as it kind of does replicate those later rounds early on anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on here. And the idea is really just to prepare some of you out there that might be struggling. Now, this is obviously an optional challenge. You don't have to use the Rampage Inducer, but if you're somebody that is looking to improve, I highly encourage you to turn it on. At least try to make it 10 rounds, 15 rounds. Push yourself a little bit just to get more familiar with the strategy of keeping yourself alive and just getting around the map even when the zombies are fast, right? So first step here, we turned it on, of course, and it's early on, so it's going to be pretty easy. I like to build my zombies up, try to like bob and weave through them. Make sure you always try to leave yourself some room to escape because you're not going to be very fast without your perks. We'll go ahead, get the bonus points. Round 3. The other reason I really like the Rampage Inducer is it allows you to get through the early rounds fast, which can be really nice, especially if you're doing Easter egg runs or whatever, because it can reduce the amount of time that you actually have to, get through the early stages. You'll be able to juice yourself up earlier on. You'll be able to get your perks quicker, and you'll be able to get to those Easter egg steps a little bit faster as well. To be able to finish off the last zombie there. Now, we do know at like round 5 or 6, we are going to get the toxic zombie round. So we do have to be kind of cautious for that. We are a little bit weak. We only have a 1-plater. I'm not going to hit the nuke. I definitely don't recommend hitting nukes early on unless you're just worried about survival. Mostly because you're going to lose out on a bunch of points. I chose the AMAX for this just because I feel like it's one of the better weapons in the game. There's a really big magazine. It's going to allow us to easily focus on headshots with the low recoil, giving us the most points possible. We're actually doing pretty good. Now, my plan for how I like to do things, especially on this map, is to save up enough points where I know I'm going to be able to open up all the doors required, make it into the down below, and be able to pack a punch my weapon so that I don't have to go back down there for a little while. Because obviously with the zombies being as fast as they are, you're not going to want to make regular visits to places that are going to get you in a bad spot. I'm going to go ahead and get this insta-kill. It's still early enough in the round. Focus on these headshots. So far, so good. Flip the round, hopefully with that. Definitely going to be a toxic round. But at least we'll get to utilize a little bit of this insta-kill before it runs out. That's another thing I really like about the early rounds and the Rampage Inducer. I feel like you actually get to utilize the power-ups just a little bit more. Okay, spawn these guys in. And obviously, we haven't had too many issues so far. It's going to start to get tricky staying within this early space as we get past round 6 here. Just because the zombies are going to be so fast, they're going to be continually spawning in higher numbers, giving us less room to work with, but you can definitely still make it work. I don't know the exact sweet spot for points on this map, but I feel like at least 15, 16,000 is probably the place you want to be. I usually go to like round 8 or 9. Just kind of depends on how many double points I get. Make sure, again, you always got yourself an escape route. Switch to your fists so that way that you don't find yourself in a position where you're moving a little bit slow. Line up as many of your zombies as you can. So that way you can just line up the shot and hold that same angle. The less you have to move and the more accurate you are, the faster the zombies will go down. We got a double points. I should be able to grab that, but looking at how much zombies we have left, I don't want to grab that until we flip around. And we can easily do that with this Rampage Inducer. So we'll go ahead and do that. Guess we can grab the max armor, although we don't need it. Grab our little bit of salvage. Wait for the zombies, wait for the zombies, wait for the zombies a little longer. All right, I'm going to get it. Just now we can actually focus up here. Headshots only. Okay, I'm going to focus on the ones on the right because I'm trying to leave myself a little bit of an opening. Stick to one side if you can. Less zombies will be on that side. You will almost more than likely get hit trying to pass them, but that's what plates are for. Just make sure you have plates. This is going to take you some practice. I'm not expecting you guys to knock this out of the park first try. But definitely practicing runs. And they go quick, too. I don't even know how much time we spent. They go quick enough where you can jump in, do like 5 or 6 of these in a row if you wanted, and just kind of see how far you can go. Okay, we're at 17,055. This is a perfect time. I'm not going to grab the nuke because that's going to kill my last zombie. Now, this is where I think people get it twisted, right? You still need to do your upgrades, especially when you start getting to 8, 9, whatever. You got to, at the very least, get rarity on your weapon, maybe get an ammo mod or something. So here we go. We got all of the salvage that we need. We're at 1,500. and we can start opening up some doors. Okay, we finally made it inside. More than likely, I'm going to have to buy ammo when I go through this next door, but that's okay. I'm going to put dead wire on first and green rarity, because then we'll be able to save up the little bit more that we need and get rare, and it's not that important this early. Go ahead and grab the ammo. Still getting hit by the zombie. Try to dodge it as much as you can. Guess I could play it up. Boom, grab our fuse. We're going to go this other side. Obviously, the zombies might hit you throughout the way. They're going to be frustrating, but the good news is you're going to be able to hold on to them for a little while. Next thing I always do, playing Rampage Inducer, you got to get Jug. It's very important to your survival, and you're more than likely not going to be able to get the 2-plater early on because you're going to be spending points on something else. Let's go ahead and walk through here, get this opened up, get into this next room. I need to make sure I don't run past this. I've been notorious for doing that from time to time. Now we have our circuit board. And go ahead and keep on running through. Open up this door. We have 8,900. We don't have to open up any other doors. So what I'll probably do actually is get double tap. I'll probably go ahead and grab double tap. Go ahead and hit that repair there. Reload my gun. Ugh. All right. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Only because I have the points. If I didn't have enough points, I wouldn't be getting that. Double tap on this map, though, is so good that we're doing it. Oh, we electrocuted them. Oh, there's so many of them. And here is where I will more than likely try to finish off the zombies. Come on. Only because I know we're going to get our pack-a-punch. Okay, if this doesn't flip my round, I'll keep the zombie for a second. Okay, it didn't flip my round yet. Sometimes it does, but you want to keep yourself safe, so don't keep too many zombies around just for the sake of doing so. All right, let's go ahead and go down. Now I'll grab pack. I can make my way back up. And we're early enough in the rounds where you shouldn't be too worried about making your way back to the front of the mansion, because it's not going to be so many zombies where you're not going to make your way through. So let's go ahead and pack a punch here. Oh, where's our zombie? Come on, zombie. You can come this way. We're going to go ahead and shoot you like that, and then we're going to go back up this and start making our way back toward the front of the mansion. Now, we got a couple of things to consider. I could hang out back here, which I might. We do have a decoy, just in case we crap our pants some points along the way or get stuck. The other thing, too, is we do have ether shrouds. I definitely recommend ether shrouds, especially if you're practicing this, because likely with the speed of the zombies, you're going to find yourself getting stuck, and it can be an easy way out. I'm sure it's going to happen to us at some point throughout this run. I'm sure I'm going to make some mistake throughout this run as well. I don't know how far I want to push this. I think I'm going to go to at least round 31, and then maybe I'll exfil, just to give you guys a rough idea of the strategy, how you kind of go about playing the Rampage Inducer on and all that. And you guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below how much this helps you. If you'd like me to do anything going further in regards to this Rampage Inducer or this style of video. Go ahead and get the insta-kill before it disappears. I don't have any plates. Kind of bad. It's okay, though. We do have this thing. I need to maybe buy up. Oh, we got a plate. Okay, we're good. Let's say that kind of gets scary. I know behind me this door is going to be blocked, so we're good. Can hang out back here for a second. Okay, I definitely have enough points. Get these zombies out of here. Just want to be fast. Oh, double points with that. It's insane. Oh, and I got another plate. All right, the zombies are pretty fast. Obviously, they can still hit me, but we're good. Okay, I'm going to get down to what? One zombie again? Did we get any plates to drop? We didn't. Okay, now we'll start heading back. Running, running, running. Okay, yeah, we're like not even 10 minutes into this, and we're on round 10. So averaging 1 minute a round. And we're actually going to speed it up a little bit in a second here. So we got our 2-plater now. I'm going to grab PhD. These are probably the 3 essential perks, I would say, especially for Rampage Inducer early on. Getting the 2-plater sooner than later is also great. Anytime you see, specifically on this map, those boxes, shoot those. They'll get you extra salvage. Now, before we've even made our way back to the front, we can now get our rare rarity. And we're sitting on round 10, waiting for our last zombie to show up. There it is. Eliminate it. And now we're in our area where we're going to spend our time training up the zombies and getting through the rounds as fast as possible. So this is going to be the place I recommend, specifically on this map, unless you're doing the high round strat, using the wonder weapon. But more than likely, in that case, you're not really looking to improve. You're just looking for the easiest way out or the easiest strategy to knock things out, right? Nothing wrong with doing that strategy, but I'm just saying, if you're watching this video, likely you're trying to improve, and that's not gonna help you all that much. All right, so the main goal here is to get as many of the zombies at the beginning of the round to be following behind you, because it helps you kind of control the spawns. So now that a lot of them are behind me, I can actually start firing at them We are a bit strong right now with double tap already available to us, Pack-a-Punch 1, and Rare Rarity with Deadwire. And I'm just going to try to keep my distance from the zombies. We got a freaking max ammo this early on. And PhD is very important for the process because it's going to allow you to slide in between those really, really close areas, like where between the wall and a zombie. And if you run into the zombie, you'll be able to PhD slide them out of your way. That's what I use for the augment. I always make it to where when I slide into them, it causes an explosion, essentially clearing the way a little bit. Okay, for these rounds, I got 2 decoys, so we're definitely going to utilize them so I can showcase exactly what I think you guys should do. There's another decoy on the ground right here, so that's even better. So, for these guys, stay the hell away from them, first of all. And obviously, I could do different runs on different maps if you guys would like to see that. This is just specific to this, and luckily, I feel like these are the worst of the special round zombies. So, here we go. We'll throw this. All of them will go for it. Most of them should be spawned in. I should eliminate a majority of them. We'll pick up our extra decoy that's on the ground. Do I even have any left? Oh yeah, there's at least a couple. Probably going to be super mellow for the first one, so this might be all of them. Nope. They're just spawning in really slow. Usually I do the same thing twice, but it's early enough I didn't feel like there would be enough of them to waste a second decoy. So here we go. We're on round 13. By this point, you've probably lived longer than you ever have, but don't worry. There's still a very big hurdle that we have to face before we'd even make it to round 20, and that's going to be the Disciple or the Elite, depending on the map that you're on. And depending on the weapon that you're using and stuff, will determine how difficult this will actually be to take on. Same thing, though. Same strategy. Doing the same process as I said before. Trying to run around as much as possible. Is this going to help you avoid getting hit as much as you will if you just stop and try to fire continuously? Because the zombies are going to continue spawning in. If you go too far out of the area, they will despawn and respawn. But for the most part, you'll be able to keep them all behind you, do a good amount of damage, be able to focus up, almost probably fire an entire mag like I am now, and then be able to slide out of the way while you're reloading, finish off whatever zombies didn't die there. And more than likely, if it's early enough like it is on 13, that's going to be the entire round. Super easy. We even have a nuke here that we can hold on to. This is a fun strat. This is why I like holding on to the, or having the Rampage Inducer on. And hold on to the nuke, and then boom! We can hit it, put a huge dent on the round that's coming up, since it already flipped. So now we're going to be in a good spot here. We just got to wait the little bit of time that we have. This would be a good time to buy ammo if you need it. Ammo cache is over here. And then obviously if you needed to hit the crafting station for any reason, you could do that too. And we're already built up on 1,000 salvage once again. It doesn't really matter what weapon you use. I'm choosing for this video to use something I know is going to be reliable. You could try it with worse weapons, better weapons, determined. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Based on what you choose will determine the difficulty of the run that you have. That's what I meant to say. So the difficulty is in the hands of the weapon that you choose. So in this case, it's going to be pretty easy as far as what best weapons are concerned. It's going to be as easy as it gets, or one of the easiest options that you'll have for long-term survival with the Rampage Inducer on. Okay, so now we're on 15. 1 round to go. Got to do our same thing we did before. Just keep on running out. Oh, I'm going to get stuck there. I didn't realize it wasn't going to let me go around it. Plate up because I know I got hit. We do have a plate here. Try to grab it when you can, or any extra ones there. I'll probably plate up on my next circle around, just since I know I can pick that plate up. You don't always want to utilize all the plates because you may not pick them up. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and do that since I know there's a backup. Otherwise, I would wait till I lost a little bit or ran out of plates before I started plating again, or more dropped, and then I'd feel more comfortable wasting them. Okay, we're in a good spot. Most of them are coming up from that way, reducing them coming up behind us. In a lot of cases, once we get a little bit further in rounds, you will need to turn around a little bit more frequently because some of them will be speed demons coming up behind you. But I'm sure this is making the Rampage Inducer seem a lot easier than you'll feel like the first few times that you try this. But I'm fairly certain a few times of practice, you guys will be able to live easily to round 15. I think for a lot of you, the biggest hurdle is definitely going to be this next round with the Disciple. And only because it can be kind of crazy once you start spawning stuff in. With this Rampage Inducer, it can also be pretty challenging. So, I do have 2 decoys. I'm going to go ahead and throw one. It's going to get rid of all the side demons. We're going to focus up. Really big damage. And I was actually able to kill it before the guys got off the decoy, so that's kind of insane. But now I do have to play a little bit cautious here. I didn't want to plate twice, but I did. I'm trying to put my gun away. There we go. Running with the fists. At least there is... Oh, another decoy. I'm getting really lucky with decoys in this run. Kind of insane. Now we're getting ahead of the zombies. We still see some spawning in front of us. There's nothing wrong with that. Slide between them. All right, let's go ahead and start demolishing a few of them. It's all about playing safe. Oh, we ran out of ammo. Definitely don't take the risk in going back that way. I might be able to slide through here. We're good. We can go over here. Unfortunately, this is the only ammo cache in this little area, so sometimes it's a little bit rough. If you need to, pop the Ether Shroud. I use the multi-charges and the warp forward, and it'll obviously, if you wanted to, you could warp through the entire group of enemies and do a bunch of damage that way as well. There we go, though. Round 16 in the bag, Disciple destroyed, and all I had to do was throw a decoy. The other thing I was going to do, which hopefully I'll be able to showcase, that's why I'm definitely making sure to go to at least 31, is even if I survive longer at 31 than you guys will, I think it's good to at least make sure I can show you guys a few examples of the Disciples, how to deal with them, and hopefully we can actually get all the way to... I don't even know if we'll make it to pack 3, but hopefully we'll be able to. Still going to be the same no matter what. Not even following my own strategy. You can eliminate a few of them, but you want to get them spawned in. Then you throw your decoy. They all go for it. And once you get legendary, you can just buy as many decoys as you need. You'll get enough crafting supplies through the salvage. Pretty much each round will give you enough for multiple. You could even use them on the regular rounds as well if you're just trying to do a weapon only, no wonder weapon, high round attempt. So far, my highest round regular weapon was with the AMAX, round 70 on this map. But I do have a save on 66 that I plan on continuing sometime soon to see how far we can actually go. All right, round 18. We're cooking. So far, it's been pretty smooth. All right, what's coming? What's coming where? Is there anything we need to be aware of? I think the next Disciple will be at 21. Okay, we're running. We got 29K. We're actually doing phenomenal. So we can actually consider a pack 2 upgrade. Oh, we're getting hit a lot. See, this is where it's going to start getting a little harder. Okay, I'm running. But it's always at the beginning of the round. You're going to take the most damage in a lot of circumstances at the beginning of the round when they're all just fast and spawning. Then once you get a little bit ahead of the curve, you're good. We'll slide. Should be able to start shooting. I always shoot the ones closest to me because obviously that makes the most sense, but usually those are the ones that are the fastest. Not all the zombies move at the same speed. The Rampage Inducer on, I think that's important to kind of keep in mind. Sometimes they'll sneak up behind you. Some of them are just insane. Others move at normal speed. Some of them are slow. Not going to hit that again because we don't really need to. Go ahead and farm these guys. Yeah, trying to keep away. They're not really dropping me any plates, which is kind of unfortunate. Any plates over here? Nope. Keep my distance. Stay as far away as you can. There's some. Okay, the double points drop, but we don't want to use that because the round's about to flip. So we're going to kill off our zombies. Lots of plates drop so we can actually redeem ourselves here a little bit. Oh, and I'm actually, funny enough, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to grab the double points, and I'm going to slide my way in here. This is always risky. I have 2 Ether Shrouds, so I'm feeling confident. I'm going to go in here now and go ahead and get Epic. You kind of want to just upgrade as quickly as you can. If I saved a zombie in that last round, this is what you got to be careful of. If I saved a zombie in that last round, I probably would have gone down and got packed too. Did a little circle there to kind of make sure I pulled all the zombies away from the entrance, allowing me to now sneak out. Now, I did waste a little bit of that double points, but that's fine. We actually ended up doing pretty decent since so many of the zombies were just behind us. And we're also going to be able to do a little bit more damage now that we got that out of the way. All right, we're still going to want to get Legendary. You're still going to want to try to avoid using your self-revive, but obviously if you need to use the 1500 on that, anytime once you have Epic is probably more preferred than before. I think you want to have Epic rarity before you even consider a self-revive. Or you could just reset, you know, if you find yourself in a bad situation. Same strategy, though. We got as many of the zombies grouped up behind us. This is probably all of them. I'll eliminate that guy, and then I'll make my way down below with this crawler, with this last zombie that is sprinting at me. I'll get pack 2, and I'll make my way back to the front. All right, my last zombie's still running around somewhere, but notice how I'm always doing my upgrading in between rounds with one zombie alive to make sure that I have the freedom that I need. Because even though we have the Rampage Inducer on, we can still do that, and it reduces the hassle of trying and going and getting your stuff. Like, just so much less, right? Like, if you have a brand new round, the chances of you going down is pretty high, honestly, especially in some of these tight quarters. If you're inside the mansion, it can be really bad. If you're down below, it can get pretty bad. And I just think getting through the rest of the zombies, saving one, then moving on and getting all your upgrades is just the absolute way to go. So that'll be something you will absolutely not want to do during a round with the Rampage Inducer on. It's more than likely going to get you taken out. So now we're in a good spot. Let's take this zombie out and we can actually flip the round. So round 20. Is this going to be the round we get an extra disciple? Could be this round or the next one. So not going to be too bad. Same strat though. I did go ahead and pick up Quick Revive. I did go ahead and pick up Speed Cola. It was really came down to the points. I wanted to make sure we got the 3-plater and pack 2. We're already epic rarity. Our weapon's going to be really strong. Now we'll have the Quick Revive to help us if we get hit. And we'll also have Speed Cola to help us reload faster. Only allowing us to just have more firepower at a quicker rate, right? Okay, we got a lot of the zombies spawned in. Kind of just stay ahead of the pack here. I mean, if you can get them to line up the best you can, it'll only make things easier. Okay, let's get this reload in. That's a freaking insta-kill, but I feel like we could just save that. Rampage Inducer is so powerful. Okay. There's still a lot more of them than I thought. I need you guys to get out of here. I don't want to use this in the next round. Okay, I think we got it. So we'll just keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. We heard the disciple, and we got to get it before it disappears. Okay, where's this disciple? I heard it. I heard it. Where are you? Come on, show your face. I think it's inside. What? Where is it? Oh, it is inside. Yeah, same thing. Oh, God. It's going to get scary. It doesn't want me to fight him. Okay, here we go. We're going to throw this. Decoy again. This time I have an insta-kill, so that thing died immediately. Actually crazy. That's why you want to save your insta-kills right there. You never know. Disciple round could be next, and everybody's just going to get ran over. Then all of our other zombies were grouped up because they were following the decoy. We were able to take out the entire group almost all at once. The only thing that's kind of scary when you do that, especially when you get into further rounds than we are now, is that when you eliminate the entire group, that gives them another wave to respawn, and they end up spawning kind of all over instead of in a somewhat reasonable pattern, I guess. Not all in one spot, you know? Once you respawn them all, they can spawn in front of you, another double points. They can spawn all around you. It just makes it way easier for you to find yourself in a position that you don't want to be in. Okay, we're looking great. Once we hit 25, of course, we'll have access to the Wonder Fizz, which is fantastic. I mean, until then, we have pretty much the necessities. Depending on the map that you're playing, will determine the perks that you're able to get. Obviously, there's some that are just absolutely core. You're going to need Jug. You're going to want Quick Revive. Double Tap is so great if you can get it, but that's only going to be exclusive to this map and maybe a future map that we haven't gotten yet. Okay, this is where, like, it doesn't really pay off to just stand and shoot the zombies. I'm just going to build them up. Keep on keeping on. You're faster than them for the most part, as long as you don't stop to fire at them. And obviously you have PhD and all the things. All right, here we go. We got a doppel. We'll focus that guy. Then we'll make sure we keep on moving. As soon as that guy spawns in, you want to focus it. Okay, here we go. We'll slide this way. And now we're in good shape. We should be able to get a lot of them. And then we can run. Oh, I need to reload. We'll get some ammo. There we go. We got ammo from killing the doppel. Take all these guys out. They're all shocked with dead wire. I recommend dead wire for sure because it's just one of the most useful combinations for crowd control, even with a weapon that's weak. Okay, we still have our plates. Now I definitely need to get the ammo. We're still kind of training them in a circle. They're still all behind me for the most part here, which is great. The plates on the ground, which is great. Okay, everybody's holding hands. Hold hands. That should be the round. Just like that. We're one step closer to 25. Yeah, it's a lot nicer. Once you do Rampage Inducer to like 20, it's a lot nicer to do those runs. Because then you have like so much points to work with and you can just get everything you need. If you're doing Easter eggs, you can obviously turn it back on and juice up. I usually do that on the tomb. I knock out all the steps. And then I end up doing the Rampage Inducer until I have all the stuff that I need upgrade-wise. Okay, this is going to be a little tricky. Now, this time we're not doing our decoy process, so we're going to just do a similar thing to what we did with the normal zombie round. And I would do the same thing if these were vermin. Parasites are a little tricky because they just fly around anyway. But we get as many of these guys together as we can. They kind of all explode. And obviously, we're trying to just take as much advantage as we can of our large magazine. Same thing. I don't want to shoot them one at a time. I mean, you can. The reality is you're trying to stay safe. It's a lot easier to just keep moving, keep yourself safe, slide in between the tight spaces if you need to. Okay, I feel like there's not that many right now. I'm going to go ahead and just start eliminating them. That might actually be the last one. Nope, one more hiding. Two more hiding. You never know. There you go. If you have the decoy, do the decoy trick. If you don't, I mean, you can buy it, but I'm trying to save the 700 right now to get legendary. Okay, round 24. You can technically go the perk machine at the end of this round and then start down there, but it is scary down there. But I might do that just to show you guys how you can do it. You have two options. You either hold the zombie at the end of round 25, or you can hold them at the end of round 24 and do what I'm going to do in this run. Okay, I'm going to get ahead of them a little bit. Might be a little faster on the draw this time, but there will be zombies that come up behind me. Okay, we're looking good. Keep it moving. No problem, no problem. Okay. We are sliding ahead. Still sliding ahead. And we should be good. Not a lot of space between us, but at least for the most part, they're not spawning. I mean, you're just trying to reduce the amount you get hit. And it gets tricky as you get further in, right? The goal isn't to get you to round 30 off the rip first try. That'd be impressive. If you guys start living around 30 each time with the Rampage Inducer after watching this one video, then I've outdone myself, let me tell you. But the goal is to have you living longer, be more interested in running it to get through the early rounds faster, or just utilizing the Rampage Inducer to get the practice in with the faster zombies and the more difficult experience. That way, when you do get to those higher rounds, even if you choose to run without it, you'll be a more improved player across the board. All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't save my zombie. I said I was going to save a zombie, but I didn't. Okay, well, we can do that here. I mean, it's going to be available down there, but I'll show you the exact same thing I would have done. Just didn't realize I was killing all the zombies. That's why I said the beginning of the rounds are so tough. You're more likely to use your plates early than later. Okay. Stay ahead of the game. Stay ahead of the game. Oh, it's a double points. That's actually really good. Double points. Probably going to get a dead wire to activate. Got to watch out behind me. I'm going to start getting hit. Now that we're at 25 plus, they're going to be a little bit more obnoxious. And we're going to want to let them spawn in a little bit here, as we have been this entire time. I mean, it can drag your rounds out a little bit, but again, you have the Rampage Inducer on. They're spawning in as fast as they're going to spawn in. And you're just trying to be safe. You don't want to get smoked. And it is very easy to do so, especially if you get stuck. Okay, we're still ahead of the pack here. Double points is over. We have so many points. Crazy. Definitely don't want to pack a punch level 3 yet because, unfortunately, it costs a lot for ammunition once we do that, and our weapon is still really strong. I also have enough to get legendary, which is crazy. So we're going to be legendary pack 2. We can buy whatever perks we don't have at the end of this round here. As long as I save a zombie. Come on, save one. Okay, saved 3. All right, let's get all this salvage, pick up all the goodies. I do need ammo because we are not packing it. Pack a punch be 30k, that just doesn't make sense. We can come back and do that in a few rounds when it's more necessary. So we got our ammo, now we need to make our way. I guess I should also stop here. See, their zombies will be fast enough to possibly hit you, but should be fine. And now I'm going to run with my fists out all the way to the Wonder Fizz down below. Okay, so let's pretend this was round 24. I would come down here. I would wait for my zombies to show up. I'd get my kill there. Well, not insta-kill. I'd get my kill. Then you could try to hit the perk as it's flipping. It's going to be a little crazy. I got him. And now I got to get the hell out of here. Worst case scenario, you pop your Ether Shroud right there. And you'll be able to get your perks. And then you just run out the back here. Run straight to the portal. Get the hell out. It is absolutely dangerous to stay down there much longer than that. You're going to need to be quick if you're planning on doing it at the end of a round, especially end of round 24, going into 25. Even though the Disciple's there, I'm going to keep on moving. It'll despawn and respawn. Making our way. We haven't stopped moving. Stopping is bad. Things are still spawning. They are going to catch up eventually, but we can reduce our odds of getting smoked by just continuing the movement. Okay, here we go. We're here. There's our Disciple. We're going to actually do it the right way this time. I'm going to pop my Ether Shroud. Go over to this location. Now we even have Dead Shot. Look at that. Absolutely destroyed. Get away from the group of zombies. A lot of them do die, though, because they do belong to the Disciple. Kind of keep your eye on where they're at, just so you don't get smoked. Go around. I need to grab that. Oh, I actually don't want that. I'll get a different thing for exfil. Chopper is not good for exfil on this map because the zombies go inside. Keep on running. I'm probably at the point where I can turn around here in a second, start shooting. You want to get the doppel out. Focus the doppel. Continue my movement forward. Now we got a little bit of time to shoot as many of the zombies coming close to us as we can. Everything's going good. Keep on firing. Smooth and steady. Okay. Yep. Getting hit by a few zombies here. I'll go ahead and plate. I see a couple plates on the ground, or at least one. Slide that way. Get those plates. If you need to slide past zombies, make sure you got PhD slider. It's the way to go. Okay, now we can farm up the zombies again. And you could even be spamming Deadshot more than I am right now. You could be like this. And you're just going to be destroying these guys. Especially on 26 with how far along we are power-up wise. We do have over 30k, so technically we could pack a bunch to 3 now, but we want to build up extra. Make sure we can afford our ammo going forward. We'll go ahead and kill our last zombie. We already got 2 charges, so that wasn't really important there. Like, look how much salvage we have built up. Already got 2 decoys. I was thinking I was going to have to buy some. So we are set. Only a few more rounds to go. I feel like this has gone pretty well. I feel like it's gone smooth. I was anticipating I would make more mistakes than I have so far, but here we are. Again, beginning of the round, pull out the fist, just start running around. Sometimes the parasites can be a little annoying, so you might want to try to take them down if you get a good angle. But they usually move behind stuff. Kind of annoying. All right, doppel. Shock everybody. I'm going to keep moving. Slide. Just focus on that guy because he's going to be a pain. Get that guy out top priority. Get my plate in. Farm some heads. And make sure I don't walk backward into something bad. I think that was another nuke. We haven't really grabbed nukes this whole time. Just the one. Trying to avoid it. We're here to actually fight. I'm trying to teach you on survival, not how to get through power-ups. And we can slide into that zombie. It was a great example of exactly why I use the PhD slide. Pretty much push that guy out of my way. Okay, I'll slide. Line them up many as we can. Crushing. Okay, now I can go this way. Be a little bit of space. I mean, it's going to start getting harder as we go, right? So it's going to get a little bit more complicated. Zombies are going to spawn in a little faster. Going to be multiple things happening. Ooh, an insta-kill. Try to sneak our way around. Just play safe. Go toward the areas that have the least zombies. You have to slide between them. Do it safely, or as safe as you can. Okay, now we are out of ammo. We need to hopefully pick up some on the ground here. We have like 1 zombie left. Let's eliminate that zombie. Insta-kill is about to disappear. We'll try to wait till the last second. Go. I mean, I had a little bit more time, but I figured I might as well get it now. And these guys are all going to get smoked. Round 28. Couple more rounds to go. I don't think we're going to get another Disciple round, unfortunately. There we go. Oh, got to keep going. That's what happens. If you start firing at the beginning of the round, that's what it looks like. Even though I have insta-kill, I definitely want to keep myself safe. Sliding around again. Get in. I don't know if there was a plate in there. There's a plate there. I try to pick up the plates as frequently as I can. Sometimes you can stop, hit a few bullets. Ooh, I didn't focus on my ammo at all. It's fine. We have a big group of zombies all together. That ammo? I don't think that is. I think it's another nuke. So we'll slide around the outside. Good news for me. A lot of the guys are following me. And we should be able to get around that. What is that? It is the nuke. Okay. Now we can actually spam heads once again. Get as many of them down. Okay, reload. Slide away. Keep your space. Try to avoid being hit as much as you can. Sometimes it's hard when they start spawning in all areas. And it gets progressively more difficult as you go. But here, we're just trying to show you how to get to 30. 30 plus. 30 plus. Okay. Should be safe. Once they start getting really close, consider not trying to tank. Because you never know. Like, there might be more zombies than there appears to be. And it can be kind of dangerous to not move just because you think you're going to get to the end of them. Okay, finish that last zombie off. We should be close to another toxic round. Oh, we need this. Mutant injection on the ground. Absolutely beautiful. Didn't even have to buy it. We have more than enough to buy it now, though, so it's all good. Toxic zombies. What do you have in store for us? Let's go. Bring it on. We're running you around. I think this was 100% going to help some of you guys survive longer. There's no way. I feel like a lot of you just don't know the strategy, don't know what mistakes you're making, and hopefully this can help you along that journey. All right, a lot of them built up here. Get them all together, as many of them as possible. Now we have Deadshot. It's a little bit even more of a cheese than it was before. Got all that group out of there. They should start spawning again. At this point, I am going to use a second one. because we have more than enough salvage to be able to get an extra if we need, or 2 more if we want to use them for the next round. Go ahead and grab more salvage. That salvage alone paid for a decoy. Throw the decoy. The last of them should be there. And there we go. Absolutely crushed it. All right, so I'm taking the risk here, but I already know where it is. So I went into that, grabbed my 2 things as fast as I could at the start. Don't recommend it. Especially at the start with how crazy it can be. Like, look behind me. Everybody's just gathering quickly, trying to cut me off. So we're trying to avoid that. We're going to go around. This is round 30. Start, you know, things are going to start hitting the fan. If you're not on a map that has double tap available, well, I guess you would have got it at 25, but say you don't have double tap now, or you were playing pre this map, this is where weapons start to fall off, especially the really bad ones. So this is where things would start getting a little bit crazy. But luckily for us, we are way ahead of schedule, and we're already, well, we're only pack 2. I think I'm kind of feeling, I guess we could do it just pack 2 only. It's not a big deal. I'm not here to showcase the weapon, but technically I could have got pack 3 at the end of this round. Normally I go for pack 3, especially because of double tap, a little bit later than normal, just to ensure I have way more than enough points for all the ammo, depending on the weapon that I'm using. I use a wide variety of weapons, good and bad, so I like to be prepared for the worst possible scenario. Okay, we do have the insta-kill, but I do want to keep my space. Oh, let's just go ahead and use this. We have an extra decoy or 2. We have more than enough points to deal with it. We have time. Let them all get together. Insta-kill gonna kill pretty much my entire round. Is that it? Is that like literally all the zombies? I think that is. Look at that. All right, well, there we go. That's another reason I love Deadwire with the lightning strike, because you get an insta-kill and it lightning strikes everybody. Okay, so now, for example, I know I'm gonna want to exfil in my next round. So I don't want to kill my zombie, then have to run to the place with the, I guess, the radio. So what we're gonna do, keep that zombie alive. We're gonna run down here, because I know the radio is gonna be here. And we're going to position ourselves to be right next to it. That way when we flipped around, we can actually just interact with it. So here it is right here. In this place here. Our zombie's here. We're going to eliminate it. We're going to see round 31 pop up. It's going to tell me the exfil is available. We're going to go ahead and call it in, because you'll see they spawn in quick. They're going to probably start hitting me before they disappear here. I'm going to try. Yep, there we go. Try not to get smoked. If you're really scared there, do yourself a favor. Just pop your ether shroud. Everything will be fine. All right, now we're making our way back to the front of the mansion, because that's where this is going to be taking place. And here we are. We're here. I highly recommend a mutant injection, because it's probably your easiest way to get through this. But I will see how we look just normal real quick. See how fast we can get through the amalgam. We are spamming. We are spamming. It would help if I was hitting more crits, but I'm not. Okay, sliding around. I'm actually going to throw this. Oh, gotta stay away from this guy. Come on. Reload. Probably start killing some of the zombies too. And amalgam down. Okay. Nice. Now we can just start farming these guys. Hopefully they spawn in fast. 48 seconds. Are we going to be able to do it quick enough? I think we should be able to. I need to get ammo. What the hell? That part's a little bit bad. Don't run out of ammo in this part. I might have to pull out this mutant injection to survive. We'll see. This is how fast the zombies spawn in that's a problem. You literally have to be deleting them. Okay, a couple more down. 15 to go. Only 30 seconds. Come on. Okay, got those. How many more? 5. Okay, they started spawning a little faster. I'm not as worried now. 1 here. 1 there. And we did it. But of course, I would recommend you pop the mutant injection and just do it the safe way. But that's going to be how we're going to exfil here on the Shattered Veil on round 31. And that's going to be how you're going to strategize your gameplay going from round 1 to 31 running the Rampage Inducer. Now, if you're one of those people who's been struggling to even have interest putting the Rampage Inducer on, consider it. It could absolutely elevate your game and make you a better player in the long run. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!